You're a man. Doesn't matter that you were made in a test tube. I'm an abomination. No, in a good way. I don't have to think about souls and gods. I don't have to worry about where I go when I die. I'm cool. Just go. Don't worry about me.
It's like sad. Like you gave up, like you have nothing to live for.
No, I have nothing to die for. I have everything to live for. I love my life here. I love Ben and our experiments. And we just got Netflix, so I have Skins, that old show where British kids have sex and take drugs. It's spectacular.
You're really sure?
Well, perhaps spectacular is an overassessment.
Okay, fine. I gotta go. But just please tell me you know what I meant.
I know what you meant. But please tell me you'll give Skins a go.
I will.
Yo.
What up?
What up, everybody? Facts. I've never seen Skins, so it makes me want to, honestly. I didn't.
I've never.
It's silly.
You've seen it?
Yeah, it was like a big Netflix show when Netflix first was like streaming.
See, that's why Joey's on here, because he's just a wealth of culture.
That show's funny. It's like a teen drama, but they do drugs.
Well, welcome everybody to episode 2.
Hey, we made it.
Dose.
Disputes and Hardcore Disagreements, a show by friends for friends. I'm Aaron.
I'm Keith Harper. I'm Keith Harper, and I'm Keith. I'm Keith Harper. There we go.
Yeah, it's true. I'm Joey.
And we have our first guest.
Who is it?
This week. Well, he can introduce himself.
My name's Matt.
There you
What's
go.
up?
What's up, Matt?
Oh, it's good to see you guys and good to meet Joey.
Likewise.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, I'm excited to be here. It's gonna be fun.
Hell yeah. We we talk about, maybe argue a little about punk rock, and we wanna include everyone in the conversation. So, come one, come all. We wanna keep a positive going thing here, an open forum for everyone. So, hit us up, send us stuff you want us to talk about, and regardless of who you are. So
yeah, we don't really give a shit about your background or anything. I mean, as long as you're not a fucking Nazi, straight up. I mean, if you're a Nazi and you're just like openly, just. I mean, unless you're a well-rounded human being as well, I guess. I don't know.
All right, guys, I gotta go.
Yeah. Jerry Springer.
Kidding.
To be fair, Matt is not a Nazi. Yeah. I've known him for a long time. I've never seen him give any Nazi tendencies at all. He doesn't even have blue eyes.
I don't even like the first Screwdriver album.
Not the first one.
I don't even like the first one. So I'm not even close.
We put a post on our Instagram too, if any of you guys follow that, and we really mean it. If you got something you want us to talk about, let us know. I mean, if you hit us up, maybe you want to be in. I don't know, but hell, we might invite you to be on the show. Whatever,
We like to disagree with people, so if you just want to argue with us too, I mean, I'm up for arguing. That sounds fine.
I love it.
Background in punk, and you got something positive to contribute, hit us up. Whether or not you like or dislike us, or we'd like or dislike you. A lot of people don't like me and Keith. Everybody likes Joey. So
everybody loves Joey. He's like the coolest guy in Denver. I don't know if you guys have heard that, by the way.
That's not true at all.
Like when he walks down the street, people go, "Oh, what up, Joe?" And he's like, "Oh, that's my friend Ben. He fucking whatever. I baked me a cake for my birthday last year." And that just happens every block you walk. So
Joey, are you from Denver originally, Joey?
Yeah, both through and through.
Okay. That just
born and raised.
Where are you from, Matt? Well, you're born in Indiana, though, right? But
yeah, so originally I was born in Indiana, and kind of bounced back and forth from Florida and Indiana. My mom moved down to Florida. My dad stayed back in a small town, Indiana, and eventually, by the time I graduated high school, I joined a band, and it kept me around Indy for a little bit longer, and then I don't know, met a girl, moved to the West Coast. Moved to Portland, and
This is the beginning of a rom-com, and I met a
Dude.
girl.
Yeah, I met a girl. You know, it's the life, you know, or whatever.
He's not lying. I've seen her. She's real.
She is real.
Aaron, where the fuck were you born? Were you born in Florida?
Lee Memorial Hospital, my guy.
Oh, US 41, baby boy. That's where everybody goes.
Dang.
I'm a native.
Yo, us three met in Florida, Joey. I'm so sorry. You weren't alive yet, maybe. I don't know. No, you were alive,
Probably.
but you were, but yeah, we met in Florida. I was born in New York, Rochester. We like to call it Ra-Cha-Cha. That's for short.
The gratata, is that where that comes from?
Oh yeah.
It could be.
Yeah.
But we met in Florida, the three of us. I mean, right?
Yeah, we've been friends a long time, Keith and Aaron. We've been I'd call Aaron a good friend, man. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
we didn't hang out a ton, like, because I was bouncing back and forth. But I mean, every time, we spent a solid time.
We had times.
We had some times, and
That's all. Matthew.
So
Um.
fucking yeah. I guess, are we getting into the episode now? Is this what's happening?
Yeah.
I think so.
I guess.
Do you have anything more to say
It's
for this intro?
my name's Matt.
Matt's here. This is episode 2. I mean, hopefully of many more. I mean, we got some other guests lined up from different backgrounds, different scenes, different fucking age groups. We got a couple of 97-year-olds coming on here, and they're like, yo, I remember when punk came out, bro. And we're like, what happened? And he was like, I was already 60 years old. It was crazy.
I'm really looking forward to that one, actually.
Yeah.
Amazing.
But I should. What does anybody have anything else to say to start this fucking shit off? Here we go.
Well, I feel like we should probably introduce the concept again.
Oh yeah. So
Just
what do we do here?
Well, we all pick a release. Everyone on the show picks a release. Everyone takes a week listening to it, and then we regroup and argue about why it's good or not. Or all agree that it's good, whatever, or we all hate it, whatever.
That I want to do that in episode. I'm just gonna pick like this.
Everybody hates it.
Everybody doesn't like this at all.
Well, I think you guys being on every, getting to pick something every time, because that was one thing that, like, I as a guest, I like I was like, man, there's like so many different ways I could go about this, like, and I had just so many ones that I wanted to share too. So I mean, I think it's a great idea, because I mean, people love hearing music, but everybody gets tired of getting those links from their friends. It's like, we're never gonna listen to every band every friend sends you. So it's just a good way to, like, kind of, everybody gets to talk about it. And
Aaron,
I
did you
think-
listen
I
to that
think
a global
that's really
threat
cool.
today?
What?
Did you listen to that a global threat I sent you today?
Oh,
See, this is what we're talking about right now.
Oh, but that's for, you're getting ahead of yourself. Next.
Anyways.
Exactly.
Well, and that's also why it's good to have guests on, and I think me, Keith, and Joey ourselves are from kind of different backgrounds and different tastes. So it covers a little bit of everything.
That's true.
Under the punk umbrella, all the million different offshoots and subgenres and all that nonsense. So, all right.
Fucking do it.
So we're kind of doing this thing. Also, whoever's the guest is going to get the first pick. We're going to play that first. We're going to go over that first, because that's just polite, I feel like. You know what I mean? When you're passing out those chicken egg rolls at your first dinner with your friends, you say, you know what, guys, you take a couple first. So that's
What kind of oddly?
Well,
Kinda like it, I guess.
Maybe that's happened to me once or twice. I don't know.
Yeah,
Anyhow, all right. So
I get it.
Good guy.
we're gonna play fucking Matt's pick, and here it is, and we'll talk about it fucking after it fucking plays.
I fucking love that shit, dude.
What was that?
So that is Longknife from Portland, Oregon. That is a album that came out last no, the beginning of this year. I'm sorry, I should know this. It was the beginning of this year. Curb Stomp Earth is the album. It's a full length. Very I picked this so first off, just the reason why I picked this band and this particular album is because I lived in Portland, Oregon for a decade. And so it's just kind of wanting to bring something, bring something from there that like, cause I mean, I've been kind of feeling a little homesick being back in the Midwest. It's all great to be home, but there's a lot of things I miss out there. And these guys were definitely one of them. Colin, the main front man, is kind of a legend out of Portland. He was in the Riffs and some other great bands, but the Riffs is definitely one of their more well-known bands out of there. And it's totally different vibe. It's more like 77 street punk rock and roll stuff, kind of more and that's the Riffs. But it's a great lineup. I love I just fucking I love this band. They do a lot of cool shit, and this was like an album that I really liked front to back. They kind of Colin is one of those dudes. I don't know him that well, but like I've one of those dudes you just like see hang out at the bar, been to a couple house parties with, and like
Joey's
and
friend.
Fucking Joey's friend. He knows Joey.
That's another story. No.
Okay. Joey knows him. All right.
He might.
But anyway, like it's just it's something. The album itself. Okay, so I should get on to like the actual album. So very obviously, I don't know. You guys know Poison Idea?
We know Poison Idea.
Right.
That is, obviously very heavily influenced by Poison Idea. Colin fucking, it's obvious. Colin sounds a lot like, the singer for Poison Idea. And
what'd you say, Aaron?
Just like,
I said my first note on this was very Poison Idea.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
It's like Poison Idea, Negro.
I figured that. And and they just kind of,
which is great.
And it's very, it's just kind of like, it's a little bit more modernized, I think, like version of it. I mean, they add like, and they did a lot more. I mean, on some of their previous albums, they've done some keyboard and synth stuff, but on this, it's like a little bit more synth involved, and like, and I like it when it works, like something new and kind of different that sets hardcore, like late 80s, early 90s hardcore apart, is like is when it fucking works. And like, and I fucking like
I agree with that. Song? When it works, it's fucking dope.
Yeah, man. And I mean, it's so easy to get wrong too. Like, it's so easy to get that wrong, I think, to like add keyboards, and but it just fucking works, man. Like, and even in like the song Scum, which is later in the album, they do it's just in the beginning, just whip, 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 whip. Fucking, like, and that's it. And then it just fucking goes in, which a great music video, by the way. Music video like out.
Single. I did watch that.
Oh, cool.
You did?
Yeah, where he's like, that's Colin like hanging out in the pool and shit. It's just, and that's just that crowd is just they're just fucking chilling, man. It's just such a fun group to be around and like to go to their shows. It's it's great. But yeah.
I want to say that I think I took Joey for granted. I think he's given more research into this than I give him credit for. I didn't watch the fucking music video. He's like, yeah, I fucking watched the music video. I called that guy's mom. I talked to him about his childhood. It was great.
I checked him out. Like, it was like different parts of the album really worked for me for sure. And then that song was like, oh yeah, this is, this is the one, like this is the single, and then searching that one, I'm like, oh, it has a video and like it's brand fucking new. And yeah, it was good. That was good. There was another, I forget it was a little bit earlier. There was a song that really had the keyboards. That was great. It was the best example of the putting in the keyboard in there. I forget what the name was. That I didn't write it down. But it's like the more ballad one, and it was fucking. I like that one a lot too. But those two were my favorites for sure.
Cool.
I'll definitely give them credit, because sometimes, a lot of times, I feel like when keyboards and some of these other elements are brought into punk or hardcore bands, it comes across as pretentious, or they're trying too hard to be weird for the sake of being weird, and they definitely pulled it off without me getting any like vibes of that.
They're very real, very real dudes, and you can tell when they're playing too, like seeing them live, like they're just, and the guitar, dude, the guitars is so good, man. Scott is great. The tone too, just like, I just love it. I don't know, I mean, it's something that, like, one of those bands out there, like when I heard them, it was like, yes, like fucking, because I mean, I like, there's just a lot of like, post-punk, like noisy and like D-beat and like a lot of stuff that's very prominent in Portland, and it was just really cool to see somebody kind of go back to like some old traditional, kind of like, not, I don't want to say generic, because I think it's
just
unique,
rocking.
It sounds
but
punk
just
rock
fucking
as fuck.
really driving. It's just fucking, it's just like, it's very well produced. It's very well produced though, and like but it was just one of those things that, like, when I made the pick and everything, I was feeling a little bit homesick, and I just wanted to show, like, show like this band that, like, I fucking loved going to their shows. Always had the best time at their shows. They always had like other great new bands that I would learn.
I was happy it was
thing.
new.
Right.
I was happy it was something newer, because
Right.
none of us else picked anything like super new or anything. So that's,
Yeah.
I always like
Yeah.
having that, what's out right now.
Yeah.
So for me, it's not a particular style that I gravitate to, but what I will say is it was definitely interesting for me. I got strong Poison Idea vibes from it, and it was definitely memorable. Like the first time I listened to it, I was like, I don't know, you know what I mean? It's all right, but even without me being like, oh, I absolutely love it, I still remembered it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was curious, and maybe I'm overthinking this a little bit, but they have the cover art, is like kind of like a 80s slasher movie throwback kind of thing, right? And then the lyrics, they weren't like horror themed, but he used a lot of like kind of campy 50s horror movie imagery, you know what I mean? Like
totally
car and all this kind of stuff. And then even the synths they use, like some of them were like reminded me, some of the like kind of samples and stuff they used reminded me of like old 50s sci-fi, I guess, or something. So I was wondering if there was like, it's not, I don't think it's explicitly stated, but some sort of meta commentary about life being the true horror, some sort of Colonel Kurtz fucking
absolutely. If I could, just like kind of,
I didn't
like,
get that. I didn't get that, everybody.
No,
sorry.
Like Aaron fucking like actually hit that pretty well, because because that's definitely, and like and Colin, he like, and I mean, in Portland is in shambles right now. You got to remember, like, after like all the protests and shit, that like, it's just a fucking like
Antifa,
some parts
or what's that shit called?
Are just,
Antifa.
well, no, I mean, there was a lot of shit going on, like just like, I mean, it just, it makes sense why that came out when it did. I mean, I don't know, maybe he had a lot of these songs under his belt. I mean, Portland's always been, there's a lot of drugs there, a lot of homeless people, but it's just like, it's definitely, it's like, yeah, I don't know, that just captures like Colin's like just I think it's more like personal with him and his like attitude towards the world, and just like, yeah, like you said, the horrors of Earth. Like Curb Stomp Earth is the name of
Yeah.
the album,
Right.
so it's like
Curb
yeah,
Stompers.
yeah.
I like that part.
Yeah, it's like fucking that's a great campy is
Yeah,
campy, but like, but I love it. I mean, I don't know. I love the fucking.
I can say you're far more enthusiastic about it than I was, but I didn't hate it by any means. I don't know how likely I am to go back and revisit it, but it's one of those things that even though it's not something I particularly fell in love with, I get it. Like I get why you would be this excited about it. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah.
Some of that's just down, I think, the difference in taste, maybe, or whatever.
That's like you like Earl Grey tea, but you're not gonna drink it every day. You know what I mean?
I did like when they went mid tempo, like Keith did.
Yo, all right.
When they go mid tempo, it's a little too sleep.
I haven't really said anything about this album yet. Don't even you're gonna get me started now. So it's gonna. Here we go. All right. So straight up, Uncle Phil. That shit is fucking jams. That shit, that riff gets you going. That's hardcore as fuck. And then the vocals, like, I love when vocals match the guitar riff. Like, I don't know, like when it just goes with it. Like that song definitely did that. And that shit, and that's the mid tempo shit. Just the boom, boom, boom.
Well, that being said, I have a history of not liking anything mid tempo.
Yo, that shit is fucking and it's jams. And I think the song was really like the lyrics are really funny from what I can't like say a line. I have a line written down from a different song, but it wasn't that one. But like that shit was hilarious. Uncle Phil, dude.
Yeah, and I mean, this album too is it's new. Like I haven't been listening to this album for years too, and like I feel like a lot of times, like, you come back and you find new things and your taste kind of can change like over the, you know what I mean?
Like taste buds.
It's pretty fresh, and I don't know. It's just like a lot of just like this driving, punchy, and fucking like, I don't know, aggressive thing. And I mean, it probably helps that I've seen it live too, like that, like
that definitely changes any outlook on any band, I feel like, for sure.
Yeah.
100%.
Well, like I said, I'll give it to him for something I wasn't 100% in love with. I damn sure remember the thing. I feel like it's a little too long, maybe, but I don't really know. For me, I would have
full length, dude. It probably seemed long because like
I didn't complain about the length of this one, honestly, for whatever reason. And
I don't even. How long is it? Do you guys know?
I don't. Let me see. I can check. But I will say, like, it has some catchy fucking riffs, like that. Like the Uncle Phil is the one that specifically stands out. But actually,
and if you know anything about me and just even my writing style or my like the shit I gravitate towards is all hooks. It's always like, there's always a hook.
Right.
Like so.
Yo,
I mean that's. Yeah.
Aaron just posted a Victim Youth song that you wrote. You wrote that song.
Where'd he post it?
On the Discord.
Oh.
But you know which one it was?
Man sucked.
You know which one it was?
Right.
It was "Refuse to Die," Matt. Wow, what a great bass line. Wow.
Oh, that was a fun one.
And your boy Aaron, I'm just gonna speak to this real quick. Well, I'm so sorry, but he said Shane, he did some good vocals.
I forgot that he knew that.
Yeah.
While playing the drums.
I always liked his better. I always liked his vocals better than mine.
No, dude, Matt, you had that original flair though. You said conformity. Yo, that shit. No, that's dope. Anyways, sorry. Back to.
I was like fucking
Yeah, no,
15
that's
when I
that's
wrote
why
that,
it's
dude.
that's why it's dank. Hold on, I'm gonna talk about
That's
this.
why it's good.
I'm gonna talk about some Long Knife real quick.
Alright, yeah.
First song, I remember it got into like they started doing like some thrashy riffs, and I was like, yeah, what the fuck? Like that's pretty dope. And I think it's also the first song where there's like a dueling guitar solo. You know, where they're going back. You know, they're just doing the same fucking that shit. That'll get Keith Harper every time. I love that shit. That shit gets me going.
I know what tickles your plums.
Yeah, dude, my plums are fucking red from that, and they're supposed to be purple.
Tickled.
Fucking, I think it's either the first or the second song, or maybe it's the river song, Down by the River in the Concrete Jungle. It's something like that. I don't remember.
Concrete Graveyard.
Yeah, Concrete Graveyard. Yeah. anyway, but it goes to like this weird synth part, but it's like when you do like choir vocals.
Yeah, it was like
A
from
lot
the
of that, yeah.
Gangster's
Omen
Paradise. No, Gangster's Paradise. That's what it reminded me of. I went, oh my god,
Coolio.
Coolio's about
And
to
they-
fuck R.I.P. Cool.
Yeah, they probably ripped it off that. You know?
No, I don't think so.
did.
I don't think so at
Nah,
all. It's just I'm a weird.
No,
I associate things
I
with
hope
weird
they
things.
Did. I hope they did.
There was one lyric.
I wouldn't.
Oh, go on. I'm so sorry.
No. I was just gonna say I wanted to hear what Joey has to say. Joey's been kind of quiet.
Oh
over
yeah,
there,
Joey, get
but,
in there.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to. I was curious.
Yeah, I think I said a lot of my shit.
That
There's,
happened, man. I swear. I'm not just being a dick. I swear.
No, it did.
That fucking song Blue Rose, I wrote this one. I think there was some lyrics in the beginning of that Blue Rose song that I just thought were like cheesy or something. And I
Yo!
didn't like the beginning of it.
Man.
But then it was saved with the end. There's like an end solo that lasts for a little while, and it was fucking saved the whole song. I thought. I think it was like probably the hardest hitting solo.
I want you to
maybe
keep,
in the record.
I want you to keep going forever, Joey, because I love you. But I straight up put Blue Rose, cheese balls. There was some cheese ball fucking lyrics. Like you're like
there was some lyrics in there.
I'm gonna pop open a fucking can of cheese balls and just get my fingers dirty right now. Like, but
What, you guys don't like cheese balls?
I love well.
Love cheese balls.
You don't like cheese? You don't like a little bit of cheese on your punk?
I like when Poison did it, but I don't like when fucking you know what I'm saying. If that
It's
makes
just something
sense.
about it. Phrasing of the lyrics too is just I forget exactly what it was. It just
I honestly,
not hit me.
I can't remember. Like I said, like I chose this album, but I don't know this album inside and out. You know what I mean?
You're probably on
Like,
the same level as us then. So
Yeah,
with it.
exactly.
That's
Like,
how Aaron
Yeah.
was last episode.
that's my one
honestly.
note.
Mhm.
yeah, last episode I picked an album I hadn't even heard. So
Yeah. I mean, a lot like, just as a whole though, the album like it was just one of those albums like I can listen to it and like yeah, there's definitely a few like parts like where I'm like whatever, but like for like as a whole, the album keeps me like engaged, like
Definitely.
and I think a lot of that is credit to like just kind of that style and I loved Poison Idea too, like, and just something just coming back or something, I don't know, was
well, like I said, they were definitely good songwriters for sure.
mm,
But all in all, even though it wasn't my thing, and I wasn't head over heels for it. I mean, it was definitely solid. I did not enjoy listening to it. You know what I mean? It wasn't like
sure.
going, "Yo, what the fuck is this man doing? Making me listen to this shit." Which may or may not have happened before. So
Yo, I'm
Yeah.
gonna say, I think Matt, you showed me this band like years ago, but I feel like it was a different release.
It was
Because in my notes, I was like, I'm curious to hear what they put out before, because I don't know, like I'm like a dickhead, and most things that I feel like people put out, most of their good stuff is the first shit they put out. Well, I mean, let's be real. If we had to do numbers here, I'm not a statistics guy, but if you want to get numbers, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the first albums are usually the best ones. First or second. And what number is this, by the way, for them?
I have no idea. Like, I mean, they have releases that like are not on the internet. Like, I have a full length record. I think it's
that's not even on the internet.
I think it's their self-titled, I believe. I've had that. I've had that. What I'm trying to get, what I was trying to say was, yes, Keith, I did show this band to you. I think I played them when I was visiting Denver at one point, and I showed you the song "The Tower" because that is like my favorite keyboard solo, and it's like a keyboard solo that leads into a guitar solo. And keyboards in hardcore like thrash, like punk, like it's hard to nail. That fucking solo in that song, keyboards leading into guitar, is great. The Tower.
I've seen Matt play the keyboards like a beast. I'm gonna say that right now. Excuse me. I'm just gonna say, when me and Matt were like 15, he had a waterbed, and I went to his house, and it was like his birthday, and he just turned 15 or 16, and he was like, "Check this out," and he had a keyboard set up next to the waterbed, and he went, fucking playing the fucking X-Files theme song. And I said, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
That's dope shit I've ever seen in my life.
That shit took me forever.
I worked really hard on that.
Yeah, just like, well, that was, it's like playing drums. It fucks like piano and stuff. It just messes with your brain dexterity so much, like trying to,
right?
It's
scratching your head, patting your belly.
Yep, exactly. So I don't know. I mean, it's I wish I could go more into detail about like sounds and like what this album. But my reason for this pick really is just because, as a whole, it like just is not even nostalgia. Just like it just feels right.
It's
when I listen
thing.
to it, it's a Portland thing. It's like
I get that with
Portland
Florida bands,
and like,
yeah,
it's just there's some shit that you listen to and it never gets old, and this is one of those kind of, that just like somehow put a fresh spin on something that I really like, and trust me, like I mean, most of the shit I listen to is, I don't listen to a ton of hardcore. Like I listen to a lot of fucking power pop, rock and roll, like fucking just your good old punk.
You're barking up Joey's tree right now. You're barking up the right tree, bro.
Oh yeah. So and it just felt cool to bring Portland band into this, and
hell yeah.
And I don't know. It was fucking great. Definitely need to check out Longknife if you haven't.
Damn, I feel like Matt was. I was gonna say it, if anybody has anything else, but I feel like Matt just called it. That's it. I'm done with it.
I mean,
that was I would listen to it again, and I wouldn't be upset about it. I'll say that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I saved a couple songs for sure.
Uncle Phil's my fucking jams. I will fucking do that when I'm like trying to like feel like a badass. Like, Uncle Phil, here we go.
Yeah. I hope I did not do like any of the band like injustice on talking about it or anything, because I'm kind of a dumbass and I'm not the best public speaker.
I'm sure they're gonna love it.
It's just
we come to the right place.
Yeah.
So, what are we
so
getting?
Who's next?
Yo.
This episode,
Right.
I'm next.
Straight up, let's hear what Aaron had to pick, and I want him to fucking tell us about it. I'm gonna play the first 30 seconds of this 7-inch right now. This is a 7-inch split too. I think this is this the first split we've had on an episode?
Yeah, it is.
Yes, sir.
Oh motherfucker!
He cheated. He got two bands.
Yo, that is kind of a little. No, that's great. Just for the viewers as well. It's any release really, as long as it's not a compilation with like any compilation. It's usually gonna have more than two bands. So that's kind of out of.
No various artist compilations or discography compilations. It has to be like an official, like a release. But outside of that, it's pretty open.
And I would say no, like as much as the internet has taken over the world and everything, I would say I want a physical copy of something.
Yeah, it can't be something that was just a Bandcamp. Like there had to be physical.
Does everybody agree on that? Is that like a thing? Is that just me? I think that should be
I
a
agree.
thing.
I think that's fine. Yeah.
I mean, I think that there are bands that are well known that are not on major platforms that are on Bandcamp. So I think just using Bandcamp as it is kind of a slippery slope. Because they're like, I think it just needs to be like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know, but promotion's cool for smaller band, like local bands and stuff that are on Bandcamp.
I don't care.
Good, it's fucking true. It's good. Or
I don't care if a band's on Bandcamp. I'm not saying that cuts them out. I'm just saying like the release can't be Bandcamp only. Like there needs to be like, physical.
They have to have had. Is it okay if they have something and the release you're picking is not physical?
I don't know. We'll discuss that later.
Yeah,
that's fair. Everyone. All right, we're gonna get into Aaron's pick here, guys. Let's all fucking hear this shit. Here we go.
The only good human is a dead human.
Yo. I thought that was so sorry. Yo, before you even introduce the band or anything, that was just one of the bands. Man, we should have both bands.
Nah, it's fine. Fine.
Anyways, I'm gonna say right now, and this is kind of a story. Shit, we're getting into a story. Hold on. So me and Matt went to a Global Threat show one time when we were children. All right. And I remember the bass player's bass sounding just evil as fuck, just like this, just like really like kind of distorted, but like really fucking just like evil in your face. And he was like, "Yeah, I'm actually trying to sell it. My brother gave it to me for my birthday when I was X amount of years old." And Matt was like, "Dude, if I had the fucking money, buddy, like you don't even fucking understand. I'm so sorry." But
so close.
Great band.
All right. So that was Crossed Out from the Crossed Out Man is the Bastard split 7-inch that came out in 1992 on Slap a Ham Records. I picked this 7-inch because in my mind, so two different things. I guess I'll talk about the reasons why individually for each band. Crossed Out to me has always been kind of meat and potatoes, hardcore power violence, like sloppy, mean, and pissed. It's bare bones. I feel like it's always been a good representation of exactly what that should be. The recording is shitty. But it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It's just a group of 4 guys and they're just fucking pissed and they're just playing to the best of their abilities as fast and pissed as they are. And, you know, there's no frills, nothing fancy. It's just ugly and raw. And I feel like it's the perfect illustration of what that kind of thing is supposed to be. And then, you know, Man is the Bastard, it's fucking classic. It's Man is the Bastard. They're fucking weird, but like genuinely weird. It doesn't come across as like somebody trying to be weird to be quirky. Like, let's be weird and different. You know what I mean? I think those guys are fucking weirdos. And I think it comes through, and at weird points, it's almost like hardcore jazz. Like they get fucking wacky, but it's still like just ugly. You know what I mean? And I just feel like this 7-inch is kind of an essential building block in the history of punk and hardcore. And I also feel like it was hugely influential, and I feel like a lot of younger kids now are not aware of it. Like people before us in our generation, I think it was a big deal, and then I think as time goes on, everyone's influenced by the people who were influenced as that, and I feel like it's, I don't know, gotten kind of forgotten. I don't hear it get brought up too much anymore. And that's really all I got to say about it, to be honest with you. That's all my talking points. It's for the perfect.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
Go for it.
As far as like the kids not really getting it, I think it really depends, like, because there is a lot of that happening still, I think, in basements and stuff. It's just we don't know about it. I swear that there's like a lot of towns and cities like where this kind of shit is I mean, I don't want to compare it to anything, but I'm just saying, like, there are towns that it is prevalent, like power, like that fucking,
For sure.
that's how. That's all I wanted to say. Like, is
No, I've noticed a big resurgence in that kind of style, but I always get the impression that these newer bands are, I don't know, like they're pulling people that pulled from this as opposed to pulling. You know what I mean?
They know what blast beats are, but they've never, heard of Infest.
Yeah, exactly. And this was a big stepping stone, this 7-inch, in my personal journey with punk and hardcore. So, I talked about a new release last episode. So, I figure I bring something old and dirty.
I've never heard this before. You pick this. So, like, when you, I'm just gonna say when you said like that, like, RJ, like, I never heard this. Is this something?
I know.
Is this something that's weird that I haven't heard?
No, because I know you and I know what you're into. But I mean,
Power Violence, like, Crossed Out is like, that's like, I feel like that's up there when I'm thinking of Power Violence. Crossed Out. You're thinking of Siege. You're thinking of Infest.
Absolutely. You remember Charles? Keith?
Yo.
No,
Matt,
no, my friend
on.
Charles. Hold on.
Matt, hold on.
Okay.
Please. I was literally, I said I went to Matt's wedding, and Matt told me there was this guy coming. That was this really crazy friend from Indiana. Matt's wedding was in Portland, by the way, everybody. And he's like, this crazy guy I know, Charles, is coming from Indiana. He's like into really fucking good. He knew like Left 4 Dead. He knew like Kids Like Us. Like, he was just into hardcore. And earlier in the day, Aaron was telling me about what his kids are into. Aaron's got, anyway, they're into Taylor Swift. And coincidentally, this guy, Charles, the most hardcore guy in fucking Indiana, this guy gets crazy. He loves Taylor Swift.
He's a Swiftie.
He loves her.
He
had Taylor Swift shoes, my guys.
Oh, yeah. And I think he wore the shirt at the same time. But she had a fucking inverted cross on her forehead on his shirt, though.
Yo, that's pretty.
There's
shitty.
There's like a different group of followers.
The Antichrist Taylor Swift fans.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, but anyway,
Taylor
so what I was
Swift
getting at is, like, Charles is very, very acclimated to this, like, way more than I am to this. I am almost 100% sure he knows this split. And just very, very knowledgeable, like, just in that sense. But I was just I just didn't know if you remembered that guy, because this is totally his cup of tea.
No, that's
like,
true.
for sure. Like, and
what
anyway.
did you think about it?
What did I think?
Yeah, about each band. Go.
So I mean, I honestly, I liked a lot of it.
Because I know this isn't your
definitely.
specific
I'm gonna
cup of tea.
preface it. I'm gonna preface it basically the same as he did for Long Knife. What was that, like, it's not something that I gravitate towards. It's not something I'm gonna probably listen to again. But like, listening to it, like, just like doomy. As far as like Crossed Out goes, like doomy, like D-beat. Definitely something I'm familiar.
I put crusty as fuck. Just
definitely crusty.
I thought it was just crust. I thought this was the origin of crust.
But but I don't know. But I think they're too good at time signature changes. because the stops, like the breaks and the time changes and stuff are really on point for them, like doing their thing, and and I don't know, and that I think makes it more fun to listen to. Like, it's fucking
agreed.
Just like good breaks, or rest, whatever, and then I don't know. I thought the fucking samples were kind of funny too. like some of the samples they added there, like, oh, he's dead, good, or like fucking, you know, and the screams.
Does anybody
or
know what that
whatever
one's
before
from?
that. I don't.
Fuck, I don't.
That sample? I don't know. The first one is Planet of the Apes. The
Yeah,
one that
yeah.
was on there. But I didn't know the other
I'm
one.
glad you. I knew I had heard it, but I didn't. I didn't know
Your
that
boy
was it.
Charlton
Thank you.
Heston, bro.
Fuck, I'm so bad at fucking pointing that shit out though. Like I'll never.
Yo, just saying, rap album.
Unless it's a Joe Dirt sample.
They
I'd
use
recognize
Planet of the Apes sample in the beginning of Violent by Design.
Yeah, they did.
Oh damn,
Planet of the Apes is fucking dope.
that. No.
it's good. It's classic.
So I have a question. Was like when it went like, so I had a hard time like telling when the bands like switched, like switching.
Same.
So like when it was like a weird noise, like drony deep voice like thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Doomy.
That was still.
Man is Bastard, yeah.
Oh, so okay.
Oh man, is the you know, I personally I could do without the weird noisy stuff they do, but they make up for it with their actual. Well, I know some people love that shit. I'm not a fan of
That was
noise.
that was the caveman vocals, bro.
Yeah.
That shit. Oh man, I just can't.
I literally
I
at
don't
the end of
know.
my note, at the end of my note, I put LOL.
Because of the caveman. Because of the caveman.
the weird drony deep voice stuff.
I am the father of the
LOL. But you know,
I
I think it
It fits it fits the music well. It fit
Yeah.
well.
I thought it was a cool change, honestly. I like the first one that was drony talking.
I like the first band better.
Right.
I will say that right now.
That you like crossed out more.
I like crossed out more for sure, cause that reminded me a
I
lot
don't
of.
know.
I don't know if you guys ever Code 13. That was probably what. So
Uh-huh.
this came out in '92. You said.
Yeah, I mean they were around the same time, although those Code 13 were in Destroy before.
Well, yeah, but like the
Yeah.
Code 13 albums I remember were like 1994, like 1995. So it was like, I don't know if they like got influence from these bands or what, but it was very similar.
I didn't know Code 13 was like Destroy members.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like I'm
I didn't.
that's
That's
accurate.
that's news to me. I have that.
Because Destroy's like the OG fucking. That's the crust
Yeah, that's
band.
like the fucking original like fucking crust band. Like, as far as I know.
Joey's like, I hate that band. I don't like it either, Joey. Don't worry about it. What's your hat say,
didn't
by the
know
way,
that.
Joey? Is that your Interpol hat?
This is my Interpol hat, yeah.
Dude, I told you I like the one song. Anyways, I'm so sorry.
Good song.
Go on.
Well, like I said, you know, crossed out to me is very meat and potatoes. Like that, it's just, you know, what it should be. You know what I mean? No frills. And then Man of the Bastard's fucking wacky.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. In my notes, I put I like the second band for sure more.
So
I just lied to everybody in the world.
So you like Man is a Bastard more?
Correct. Apparently.
Wait,
That's the darker one.
That's the caveman motherfucker. Anyways.
I thought they're both sick. Different reasons.
Totally. As far as Man is the Bastard goes, for me, like, I like. They're the ones that had like some of the Sabbath, like the Sabbathy, like stoner rock drumming and stuff was something that like I really liked. Just that style of drumming, you know.
Yeah.
Fucking,
What's that dude's name?
The drummer from Black Sabbath.
Yeah, dude, he's like a famous dude. I don't
Bill
know.
Ward.
What's his name, Aaron?
Is that his
Is
name?
it
Fuck, I can't think of his name.
I didn't hear Aaron.
Bill Ward, I believe.
Yeah. I think so. You should be fact checking here, Keith.
I think we all love. I think we all love Black Sabbath. I will say that. I love Black Sabbath.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Yo, Sabbath 4. That's my fucking album right there. I'm just gonna say.
Yeah, I mean, like, and
Four.
the thing is with Man is the Bastard. One of my notes is like, I would put that on and skate to it. Something about that, like, fucking, I don't know. That kind of shit gets me jazzed to like hurt myself. I don't know, like, fucking.
That was a big thing in that scene was skateboarding too. So
Mhm.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah,
sense.
for sure. Like, you know, good. I think the tone, like the good guitar and bass tones in that shit too. Like it's like I like
Right.
The evil
sounds.
bass, man. That's what that sticks out to me a lot.
Yeah.
That evil fucking like I don't know the distorted bass. I don't know how to describe it. It just sounds evil.
Yeah, dude.
It was
I-
very
so-
evil for sure.
So, and I wanted to mention something you were talking about, that bass amp from Global Threat that gives you that kind of distorted tone. That was a Trace Elliott. It's an English brand, and they're like they have the heads that light up that have like
Yeah,
the backlights.
I remember it lighting up. It was like
had
blue
the
lights.
backlight. It's purple. Well,
Oh,
you're
I'm colorblind. Oh god. Oh.
But no, it's like always. It's always like purple and green neon, like black light kind of shit. And but yeah, that's what they were. Is Trace Elliott, because I actually found a similar amp and I was thinking about getting it, but I ended up getting a Sans amp, which is a pedal that is great.
Didn't
you guys ever hear of that pedal? This
I've
bass
never heard
driver
of that.
pedal. It is the shit.
Yeah, no going on.
Yo, Matt had an Ampeg bass amp, like what was that? Well, like a 15-inch.
It was just a combo. It was a small combo.
That shit, Ampeg's the shit. I'm just gonna say it right now.
God,
Yo,
I saved up so much just to get an Ampeg,
this fucking.
but I got a Fender instead.
This podcast is sponsored by. I'm just kidding. Anyways,
I ruined it.
But yeah, but anyways, but like, as far as just like I'll finish up my little like spiel on this 7-inch, this split is you know, it's a great choice of bands for a split. I thought it was like, I don't know, it's like cool. Like if especially if I was like
diverse.
super into this kind of stuff.
I don't
It was
think
like
it was
the
diverse
perfect-
at all. They sounded. Me and Matt both
Between the
said
two
we
bands?
couldn't tell what band was which.
Nah, man, it's about
I disagree.
totally different. than
I'm just
Crossfire.
saying. Me and
Very
No,
Matt.
it was no. So let me clarify. It was literally when the change happened. Like,
Because
Yeah.
the change
Switch.
happened with the long sound clip. I think that's when it happened, right?
It was just more like noisy, scary sounds. Not. I don't think it was the clip that changed it.
mm.
Right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That was my thing. It was
Just that
just
first
I
song
just
was
didn't
just
know
Eerie.
those two songs in the middle. I just wasn't like, I was like, oh, is this the? Is it like? And I don't know.
I feel
I
it.
didn't like look at the track list or anything. And
Yeah, I thought this was sick. If I came across this, I would definitely buy that fucking split. I thought it was good enough to
Can
buy.
I get controversial here for a minute?
Oh my god.
Hold on, let me. I have one
Do we have to-
YouTube comment that I
Sure,
love
sure,
that
sure,
kind of
sure.
summed up, crossed out for me. Somebody said, "I made my cat listen to this, and now he's a lion." I'm like, okay.
That
Damn.
makes sense. That makes sense.
I thought that was a fucking good
Yo,
ass comment.
if your cat's not a lion already, you raised him wrong, bro. That's all my cats. I got 3 cats. Anyhow, and
I know. Your cat yelled at me before, so
yeah, that cat tried to kill Joey. I'm just gonna say
it's
it.
true.
It tried to murder
That
his
cat does not
ass.
like me.
All right, I'm gonna get controversial
Facts.
here. I'm gonna get some little. I'm gonna add some content to this fucking podcast right now. I would
Do
not.
it.
I wouldn't listen to this again.
Really?
I could do without it. I'm
not-
You're not surprised?
Nah.
No, that makes sense, right? Because
Yeah.
we know each other pretty well. I feel like actually at least all 3 of you know me pretty well. At least all
For
3.
sure.
No, you guys might not know each other very well, but you know me very well. So yeah, I wouldn't listen to this fucking again. It was crusty as
Yeah.
fuck. I like the bass, and I couldn't tell the bands apart, and the caveman vocals, and it got boring to me at one point. And I said, "This is boring me." Keith,
I feel you.
and that's what I have to say about that band, and I'm gonna end it there. I don't know if anybody else has anything else to say, but I can't.
I thought the art was
That's
cool.
fine.
It's a classic.
That's
Yeah.
I hate classics. I hate
I
the Beatles.
love the truth. Lay it on me.
Oh man, no, I mean, like overall, like
I thought it was.
in
fun.
another note I put, like, there are a lot more bands in that, like, that like realm or that's like that kind of subculture that I wouldn't listen to. Like,
Yeah.
Do you listen to
there's
Destroy?
not regularly, but
Yeah.
I do know that band. I mean,
Do you listen to Doom?
no,
Please,
but
bastard.
but going to the shows and I'd go to a show.
I'd go to a show
Yeah,
too. That
that
would
is
be a
true.
fucking
If they're
buy
playing-
Anyway,
And-
fucking crusty bands. I love crust, but I'm like more in the modern shit. Like that's so weird. It's weird to people who
He
love
likes
crust.
Keith likes
No,
the
I feel it.
the Neo Stadium crust.
I like that shit where you're like,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, rocking.
Aaron's like, I keep this shit fucking real.
Air keeps the shit so fucking real. This
Well,
man's
the
got,
funny thing is, this shit isn't crust at all. Like I don't
Right.
get
that's the
It's
vibes I
power
got. Straight up, that's the vibe I got.
Power violence.
I'm not good at labels.
fuck. I mean, whatever. I came into this knowing Keith was gonna hate it. So
That's-
I mean, that was
That's a
And on
whole
the
big
last
reason for the
episode,
show is to
the
make
whole-
me and Aaron listen to things we hate.
yeah.
Did I
That's
win?
I love it.
And
So
Joey's
did I
more in the
win?
middle.
Did I win
I'm just
since
the
I
middle
like
man.
it more than Keith?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you and Joey are the tiebreakers. So you know
You
what?
don't-
Oh, okay, all right. So it's a success.
You got to be disagreeable.
All right.
Agreed.
All right. So, does anybody have anything else to say about this split that Aaron has picked here called Crossed Out / Man is the Bastard?
Nay.
No.
Nah.
All right.
Let's keep it moving, boys.
We're going to fucking keep it
Fucking
going.
go for it.
This one is my fucking pick. And I just a preface. I did this because the last pick, Aaron said, that's not really punk rock. And I said, you know what? I'm going to come at him with the most fucking punk rock shit. Well, not really the most punk rock shit, but just
Easy.
fucking punk rock shit. All right, here we go.
Eat punk rock.
Here we go.
Amen.
Yo. Action. All right, so this band's called fucking Action.
Is it a?
What's that? So yeah, they're from, this came out in 2004. They're from fucking
Nice.
Canada. They're straight up. They're
shit.
Ricky. They're Ricky and Julian. In my mind, they're just Trailer Park Boy. And no, they're not. So I remember back in our day.
And
we
this is a self-titled full length, right?
self-titled full length. It's just straight called Action. It's Action 2004. I think they released it on vinyl and it's like a picture disc, but I know it's on CD for sure. So I had ordered when I was a child, you used to order from Inner Punk or Angry Young and Poor a bunch. This is what I would get t-shirts, I'd get patches, I'd get vinyl, I'd get studs, you got to stud out your vest, you know what I mean? And I ordered a DVD because it had, I don't remember what band I ordered it. Maybe it was like Cheap Sex because it had Cheap Sex on it specifically. I know that band, I'm going to order this DVD. And it was like a sampler of like punkcore bands. So like A Global Threat was on there. Cheap Sex was on there. Lower Class Brats were on there. Then it was this band Action. And I had never heard it before, and I said, this is all right. This is pretty fucking good. Like, and it was a good show they recorded too, like from what I remember seeing. Like Matt was definitely there. You've definitely seen this video. You definitely
Absolutely. No, I remember that it was like a video comp. It was, and it
Yep.
like
the Devotchkas were on there. That was
Yeah.
great. That was fucking amazing.
by the way, made like like they played again recently.
I'm all for it. As much as you want to say reunion shows and fucking bands getting together after 20 years sucks, like I'm all that Fuck yeah, buddy. Play some old shit, buddy. Anyhow,
That band was okay.
they're okay. I like one song, and that's the song from the DVD, coincidentally.
Anyway, yeah.
So-
So anyway,
So I remember seeing them on the DVD. There was 2 songs, and I was like, all right, this is all right. So I downloaded the whole album. I stole it. No, I actually had that CD, to be fair. I really did have that CD. I'm not even lying. I've stolen a lot of music in my day. I bought that CD, and I bought a back patch, or a patch, and I have it on a jacket still to this day.
okay.
They're from Canada, and this is like, when you think about like street punk, I think about like, I think Matt can agree with me on this. It's like the early 2000s is like the street punk era for me. Like that's just like the Unseen, A Global Threat, like Action, Cheap Sex, like all these albums were coming out within years or like months of each other. I swear,
Right.
it's great. And so like that is just the sound to me. And actually, I think the clip that everybody heard, that's really D-beaty. Honestly, that's very dischargey.
A little bit.
So
It's very street punk for sure.
yeah, I think when I hear that shit, you're gonna get in the fucking pit. I don't care if you're fucking 35 or fucking 17. You're getting in the pit for fucking some action, bro. Aaron's so pissed. He's like, I hate the name of that band. Yo, fuck that. Yo, but you're getting in the pit for that when you hear some shit coming on like that. Like, I do say that every song is a hook. Every song is just like you're gonna know the chorus because that's the name of the song. you know what? Like, is that accurate so far, guys? I mean, like,
Oh, pretty much.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like, this
I
one
feel like
wasn't
I
this one
should
wasn't-
do last. We're gonna sandwich you.
all right, that's fair. I'll get
Go.
what I have
I'll go
to say.
for it.
Wait, you
Okay,
got
yeah,
something to
finish,
say?
Keith. Go for
All
it.
right, because I mean, this is my pick here, guy. I have a lot to say about this.
Well, let's hear
Fucking
it.
do it.
Fucking, I don't know why I put dual guitars on this album because they didn't do that at really any point that I can remember. But it was very D-beaty, and like I love the vocals at some points, but I fucking hate them at the same time. Like some like. I'm trying to. Man's Law is the worst song on the album.
Yes.
I almost felt like there was
Okay.
2 vocalists at times.
Too many what?
I almost felt like there was more than one vocalist at times. Like some songs, it didn't sound like the same guy.
He switches up
yeah.
his style a lot.
That's just tracking.
Right.
That's just production. I think that's just like trying to make it sound fuller. The same dude.
Yeah, but with a
Recording.
different. Yeah, they should just have the other band do the rest of the band do it. Wait, but I remember hearing. So one of the songs on the DVD was "No One Knows." You guys familiar with this song? That's one of the catchiest songs on the album.
I do.
You know.
Oh yes, yeah, I wrote that one down.
No one knows, and no one
knows.
cares, dude.
And no one cares about you anymore. Yeah.
So that was
That's
kind of
a
like
good
a
song.
weird perspective on like. Aaron's fucking laughing about. No, this is real shit. So, you hear a lot of punk rock songs that are like anti-war and shit, but like, what about the people who are actually like in the fucking war and they have to think about that kind of shit? Like, I thought I was fucking giving my life for this country, and like I thought I was doing all this shit, and like now I'm just a fucking another name like in the history book.
Right.
Like that shit's pretty. I don't know. That shit really
Hardly in
spoke
the
to
history
me.
book.
It didn't speak to me because I'm not. I would.
Keith loved
I wouldn't join the military.
Army brat.
I don't endorse it.
Bootlicker.
Yeah. But yeah, there's like a lot of catchy shit. No one should have to run or no. Some shit. I don't remember what he said. Nobody's fodder is my favorite. I'm gonna say that right now.
That's a good one.
Which is funny because like they're like, I don't want to be a fodder in America's war. Oh wait, was that like a thing? Did that happen? Like, was Canada in jeopardy of getting bombed because of America's war?
This is
No, but
North
Canada-
America.
and Canada was supporting the war in Iraq with troops.
Oh,
Right.
well, that's even more fucked up then. Then I like the song even more. Um,
That's why they don't want to be fodder.
some songs are super cheeseball. I'm gonna say it right now. I'll even say it. This is my pick. Man's Law is so fucking
Please, can I
cheeseball.
dig into it?
Yeah, go dig.
I'm curious.
That
if
is a big.
say what I have to say about it.
You
so.
both-
There's a big
both
note that I
dig.
have that it sounds almost exactly like No Destiny by Monster Squad.
Whoa.
Like it's
Oh my
almost
god,
has
dude!
almost the
it's in
same
list.
beginning and everything. It's like fucking kind of crazy. I like put them both side by side, and I was like, which one came out first? And they both that album both came out 2004. So it's
Yeah.
like, what
Well,
the
you
fuck?
know what? You know what came out first, Joey?
Huh.
Oh, damn.
Same
What is
song,
it?
Man's Law.
Mhm.
They straight rip off Conflict.
He showed it
Two
to me.
Is it
Oh,
complex?
It's
different
crazy.
Song. They
Really?
Jo-
lift parts from two totally different Conflict songs in the same song.
Joey
And
played
apparently
with
they-
Conflict, by the way, everybody.
I didn't even see that.
I'm just saying, Joey played
Singer
with
wasn't there.
Conflict. Wait, the singer wasn't there?
No, he didn't show up.
That's wait, what?
I don't know what happened.
He was too busy fighting metal bands in the basement for Pig's Head.
Real?
Um,
Nice. A conflict. That same song or what?
Yeah, I wrote
Man's
it down.
Law.
It's
Oh,
pretty,
that's crazy. I didn't
it's
even
pretty
notice.
similar. He showed me. I agree with that.
The intro is from Protest or Resistance, and then that
Oh,
little
shit.
like, and they took from Climbing the Stairs.
Oh wow. It's all very similar. Yeah, it
So-
definitely sounded like
Oh, is that upsetting?
a bunch of other shit.
Is that upsetting when a band like does that? Like for
Depends
you?
on how. It depends on how. Like I don't mind if it's familiar.
The riff,
fine.
though, Matt. Like when you hear it. Okay, if you didn't hear it side by side, you wouldn't care because I've known both albums for years. Never.
I've straight up ripped off riffs.
Yeah, I've heard it. I've heard it. Who hasn't? But so I never thought about it until Aaron brought it up, and I was like, oh yeah, like that is very similar to this song. Like that's very, very similar. But like it didn't make it or break it for me personally.
No, I just think
Right.
it's. Oh, he found that with a totally different band on the same song.
That's so funny. And it's with that song too. It's like the structure of the whole song. Like it's like that build up, and then I just want it to be the Monster Squad song, and it's not. I'm like, what the fuck? So, but I don't really hate on it for that. Like it's not close. It's not like I'm like these guys are totally ripoffs or anything, or vice versa. I just would rather listen to that Monster Squad song.
So
Oh yeah,
The whole
I love
time I was
Monster
listening to it.
Squad. I had the privilege of playing with Monster Squad too.
yo, but
Hell yeah.
you did say
That's
that the
great live
drummer didn't want to share the shower.
That wasn't me. I wasn't showering on that tour. That was Megan and fucking Jared.
All right, we won't get into that. We won't get anyway. All right, hold on. Let me
Don't
finish
hate
up about action.
I
real
didn't
quick.
fucking shower. Yeah. all
Matt
right.
doesn't shower ever. He smells like poop. He smells
Not on
great. He
tour.
smells like a fucking rose. I'm just gonna say it
Not
right
on
now.
tour.
Where's the smell like poop?
Yo, blame it on the youth. They're coming for you. That shit is that shit is a little funny. I get it, but it's like I think they know that they're. Man, I hope they know that they're being a little funny. But for the time, that's like
Yeah, the time.
that shit is great. Like that we started.
I gotta stop you there just because literally only bad thing about that album, in my opinion, the only part I have a problem with is I never liked that.
That
We're ready for you.
Yeah,
Like, that was
yeah,
the
yeah.
one thing.
Yeah.
That was always the one thing that like got under my skin, even when I was a fucking. Because we started listening to this shit in high school, dude. We were
Yep.
15.
Yep.
Like
We listened to this
fucking-
probably a year after it came out, I would say. And that's what kind of another reason why I picked it is because like I remember this band like specifically, and I feel like a lot of people maybe have forgotten about this fucking hilarious band.
I don't think it's not a fucking. That's one hilarious line.
No, not
Like,
that they're
it's-
hilarious, man. They are actually when
They're
I think of
fucking
street
great.
punk, I already said when
Street
I think of
punk.
street punk, I think of this band. Like they're an embodiment of fucking 2000 street punk. Like that's exactly what you
early
think of.
2000s.
So
That's
So,
all I have to say
yeah,
about
like,
this band.
so
I have
wait.
a lot to say about this. So
Yeah,
you know.
let's hear it, Aaron.
Oh, I was gonna say if you guys want to go first, go.
No, go. You go.
Okay.
I'm gonna close her out.
So
Go for
what I did to Keith did to me with this pick. He knows this is not a thing. Typically,
This is not Aaron's jam by any means.
Yeah.
No.
So what I will say about it, on the positive note first, we want to keep, we want it to be positive.
Sweet, be a sweetie.
I think they missed out on a great opportunity to release a Ripper 7-inch, because there's like 4 songs or 5 songs. If you cherry picked it and put it on a fucking 7-inch, great.
It was long.
From beginning to end, it did not justify the runtime. There's so much, for me, that was very tedious to get through, especially towards the end. Especially blame it on the youth.
They always do, Aaron. They always do.
But you know what? I was pleasantly surprised by a few songs. Like the opening song, I thought was really good. I really think there was a few good songs on there, and they could have.
What was your favorite?
The opening song.
Really?
I forget that. But you know what? You know what it reminded me of? You know what it reminded me of was, and I know Keith will know what I'm talking about, that third From Ashes to Rise album, where they kind of changed their style.
Yeah. They went very street punk in that. That's why I first got into crust music.
Heavily of Reaction. Not that it is the same, or they
that one riff is very similar. You pointed that out. It is very similar.
So I think, you know what? I think there were some hidden gems of tracks on there. I'm not going to totally trash the album. I think it should have been a 7-inch. And if you had brought me the 7-inch, I would have been like, yo, this jams. You know what I mean? But all in all, it shouldn't have been a full length.
And that's the only thing they've ever put out, by the way, everybody. That's the only thing.
Wait,
ever.
no, I thought, no, wait.
That's it.
There's not, are you sure?
Yeah, we looked it up.
I did my research, goddamn.
I didn't find anything.
Joey's like, I actually called the guy.
I called the guy.
Well, okay, so, hey, they were on a comp, though, so.
I had a realization.
They were on Punks Unite Volume 3. Charged Records. And I think I have a 7-inch up there with them on it. But, I'm not going to quote myself on that because I could be wrong. I have a lot of 7-inches.
Weird.
I could be just imagining that logo. It's very...
Action.
Yo, I'm going to tell you guys right now, I forget about 7-inches I have more than LPs for sure. You be scrolling through, you're like, oh my god, what the fuck? I have that?
Right, I have this.
But yeah, anyways, Aaron, keep going, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Shit, fuck, I'm so sorry.
Damn,
we're fine.
Love this so much.
Yeah, keep it going.
He's like, fuck it, I'm listening to it right now.
I'm gonna make you guys listen to it one more time. Just so
you
sorry.
don't get it, Aaron.
I've never liked street punk. That wasn't my entry into punk. And in fact, I came from a metal background when I was coming into punk, and then when people were trying to introduce me to punk, they were trying to use street punk to do it, and it just never clicked with me.
Yeah.
But kind of a realization with this, I think, older now, looking back on it in retrospect. So, you were talking about the lyrics and, no one cares about you and all this stuff. And we touched on it a little bit in the previous episode with generic punk phrases, oh, we live in a police state. And
yeah.
And I feel like now, looking back on just kind of this style as a whole, and I think this album's a fairly good representation of it, like you were saying, this style strikes me as kind of it's almost like a retro thing. Street punk in the early 2000s, it's almost like, I feel like they were intentionally leaning into some of these cliches. The image, you know what I mean? The image of all these street punk fans is very 80s UK kind of imagery, with the mohawks and stuff. I don't think in the late 90s and 2000s, anybody outside of street punk was doing that. You know what I mean? It was almost like an intentional steering into the cliche. So in the context of that, I don't know how self-aware they are of it. Are they cliches because they're doing it intentionally as a throwback thing and they're aware of it, or is it just
listen to who killed Spiky Jacket?
Yo, I'm gonna straight up say I don't like that.
Stud your vest, stud your glue bag. Fucking
just see that band live.
Joey's been to fucking FU Reroll OK or whatever. Fucking he's been there.
But
yeah, you got it.
Well, he's probably there when I was there then.
But I don't know if I'm getting the point across, I guess. But that early 2000s punk core stuff, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it almost seems like that whole scene was intentionally trying to be
there's a difference.
Definitely novelty to it.
There's a difference, I feel like. So this band, do I feel like that they took it as a novelty? No. Specifically from what I said about that one song. Like, the perspective they put on, like, the soldier who, like, really, like, thought he was doing good for his country and then, like, gets fucked in the end. Like, that's a really good perspective, I feel like.
Yeah, I'm not taking I guess my general point is I don't think it was a novelty. What I mean is, like, are they intentionally steering into these things that were kind of older punk cliches that had kind of gone away at the time, and it's like the street punk scene of that early 2000s almost seems like a revivalist kind of.
Let me say this. So I didn't write the lyrics for Victim Youth. Matt definitely did. He wrote everything. There is one specific lyric in your favorite song, No Conformity. So, and it goes, I'm not going to stand for your flag or whatever. And, you know, you could say that's cliche as fuck or whatever the fuck, but, like, I got in trouble for not standing for the flag. And I'm pretty sure that's why that lyric was in there. I'm pretty sure that's the meaning. But, like, you know what
I get what you're saying, but I guess my general point is the point I made with the Goon record when I said they took a generic topic and they talked about it in a new kind of interesting way. I think sometimes when these points are boiled down to, like, these punk rock sound clip talking points that we've heard a million times, you forget the nuance or meaning behind the statement, right? Like, we're living in a police state. Okay, yeah, I've heard that a million times, but there's no. Yeah, I feel like the meaning gets lost sometimes. But how I feel about how it's used in the context of this album kind of depends on the context of the album. Like, is the album doing that intentionally, or are they unaware? Like, how self-aware are they of these?
I can't speak to that. I have no idea.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, that was the thought in my head regarding the lyrics.
No, I get that. I get that.
But if I could say something, like, if you're speaking to a whole subculture of that, like punks, like, want to be punks. They want to be loud. They want to out those things. They want to say those same things. And I mean, I think that's a lot of where, like, you know, it comes into play, and, like, you can call it generic, or you can call it, like, you know, just, like, saying it, well, not even traditional, like, just saying it, like, because you know, yes, like, you could say the same thing about any subculture, though. Like, are all these dudes getting together and cutting off shorts and doing that just to, like, you know what I mean? Like, you could say the same thing about anything. And I mean, I guess as far as like the statements made, and, like, yeah, it could sometimes, you know, but I think a lot of it was, like, most of these bands, when these songs and stuff were recorded, we were young and we were, like, stupid and, like, weren't really making concise, like, individual, like, ideas, and like, I mean, a lot of it was inspirations based on, I mean, and just to get back to the like, so that's, like, my thing with street punk is, like, yes, punks want to be punk. Punks love dressing punk. Punks like this uniform, this fucking, you know, like, they'll fucking talk shit about uniforms, but they'll wear one. Like, I get it. But there's, you know, something like feeling a part of something that, like, put it, maybe put it into words that you couldn't when you were young. And that's what street punk and stuff meant to me. It was, a lot of it was timing, and, like, just coming into something, like, you know.
When I heard Dick Cheney for the first time, I said, oh my God. Because Dick Cheney was the vice president at the time when that song came out.
And I don't.
Yeah, but I didn't really know the fucking, like, the extent of Dick Cheney's evilness until fucking maybe 5 years ago. You know what I mean? Like, and I was listening to that shit and screaming it way before I knew what it meant.
Well, and I
think you still knew you were, like,
I think that's
the world was afraid, America was afraid. This is the Iraq War era, the Bush era. It's prevalent, and you're seeing it around you. It's obvious. You're gonna put it, into writing in the most expressful way you can.
specifically.
Well, and I don't.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Go on.
No, what I'm saying, I don't say anything. I don't say any of this to like. It's not meant to be like a I don't know, a condemnation of the band or the. I'm talking honestly with this more broadly as street punk as a whole, and like I know you two came from that. I didn't, so it's kind of an outsider perspective, and it's also me looking back on it now as an adult because I haven't. I mean, I was never into street punk, and I haven't listened to any of it regularly ever in my life. So this is.
But you
me
said he bought
back.
the first Global Threat album. I'm just gonna say that right now.
Like a Global Threat.
It's hard.
And
I'm
he
gonna
said,
say
Yeah, I mean,
that's a good album.
I mean I mean, and I'm just trying to, and that's what I'm trying to do, Aaron. Is, if anything, help you understand like what street punk culture was being like, was finding this thing that was it was fun. It was just fun, and you could you could dress and you could say these things and you could like know that shit was fucked up even if you couldn't really have a real political debate.
Right.
Well, I guess,
but you could still scroll about it or something like.
Yeah, and I know, Aaron. I know you're like not bashing street punk. It is though like one of those scenes where I have seen the most people cross over away from it, but it's also one of those scenes where it gets the most people their first like punk experiences.
Yeah, I know.
I think it's so important and so fun and just a freedom of expression for kids. All of us, I'm sure, all three of us except Aaron, I guess. We're into that. Street punk. When you're in high school, junior year of high school, you're listening to street punk. And like at our time, that it's so huge in the early 2000s.
And I was so stubborn at that time, like too, like like nothing else. Like if it wasn't talking about fuck your flag and fuck your fucking, like I didn't want to hear it.
Straight up though, I'm
gonna
defend Aaron on this topic. He went I showed him Crumb Bums, and he said, "This is really fucking good." Like that, because I think it's mainly like the dude's vocals. Like that's so like a departure from like typical like street punk vocals, and they had kind of a more of a metally influence, whatever. But Aaron went to street punk shows like all the time. I will say that. Like
I don't doubt it.
He was there.
For me, it was never my style. That's not to say there's always exceptions. Like I'm willing to like there's all kinds of musical styles that may not be my main thing, but there's usually one or two bands that you like from within it, even if it's overall not your thing.
He likes Leftover Crack.
For sure.
I'll say it. He loves
it.
But that's still
shit.
like in the same realm. Like that's still in the same kind of fucking realm of shit, though. But like,
I came to punk from extreme metal. So like you guys were talking about high school and stuff, but in high school I was listening to death metal and black metal and stuff. So street punk was far from my interest.
Right. It was for the kids.
Yeah. So I never latched onto it, like I said, and I guess my overall question is just, am I wrong in my statement that street punk to me now, looking back, that early 2000s street punk scene, it seems like a revivalist kind of. It was like a revivalist scene. Like they were like, let's go back to like UK 82 Exploited.
That
I don't think.
So
I think the popularity of it at the time made it more seem like a revival. I'm sure because it's like that shit. Everybody listened to Sex Pistols from the time Sex Pistols were like around. So that kind of just generic Mohawk punk shit was always around. But then that early 2000s was like so, the Casualties, shit that everybody knows, and it's all that street punk that was super popular at that time.
Yeah, and I mean, I think I don't think it was so, Aaron. I don't think it was as intentional as you think. I think it's more like something anthemic. It was something really to get the kids out to scream about that was pretty fucking simple to understand and to get out, and you could dress fucking wild and make people fucking turn heads and like look as fucking fucked up as you felt, like, and like, I
Mhm.
think that's really what like street punk did for us, like many subcultures do for people. And I think being understand, but like, it's one of those things that's like, you know, it whether you were a metalhead or you punk or like you were a fucking skinhead or like anything, um like we all got fucked with by normal ass people that were
Right.
like what we felt were who we felt were ignorant as fuck. And I think that's like the
Right.
common ground there. I mean,
Yeah, no, and like I said, I'm not
100%.
passionate or anything. It's not a condemnation. It's just
yeah,
it was
I
uh
don't think you're condemning it. I don't
it's
think.
just a thought in my head looking back on it now, you know what I mean? Fuck, 23 years later.
So that came out in
Yeah.
2004. Yeah, almost 20 years ago. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Damn.
and
This is gonna have a revival soon.
it was something like I said, is very anthemic. So
It's
I
of
want
the
to
time. I would say that.
so
It's
did
definitely
you
of
guys
the time.
say did you guys get your spiel in on the action this album specifically? We kind of got off
I don't
on
think
a
Joey did.
maybe
My opinion on it.
Yeah.
So just
I
like,
think I
I
didn't
think-
talk about it too much. You've been commenting on everybody else's, but you got. What do you think?
I think you said pretty much anything I would say. My biggest thing was that the fucking Monster Squad thing. It sounded, it was definitely, unseen, career soldiers almost.
It's
But like,
similar era. It's all the same era. I get it.
so
yeah, 100%. And that shit is great. I like it.
Yep.
I still like it.
You may want to get
so
There's
I
that
want to talk about
dawn of a new age is a dawn of a new war. I think that's the
Dawn of
same
New
song
Age
that
is
you're
Dawn of a
talking
New
about.
War, dude. Good song.
Yeah.
Good song.
It's very, of the time, 2000, early 2000, wars on everybody's mind. You just saw New York burn down, even if they're in Canada.
They were there. That was kind of my whole thing with the band. I was like, yo, they can talk about this all they want, but like,
yeah.
they're
And I
Canadian.
mean, so I want to kind of get into like my for sure. This album, it's a really big album for me.
This is a big album for you, really?
Like I love this album. I love this album beginning to end. Except for We're Ready for You. That was the one thing that always
We're ready for you.
That was the only part that I was like,
It's
no,
so fun.
no, we can't do this. I mean, you listen. This is like very Virus influenced. Like this band. If you listen to the guitars and stuff, it's like the riffs are violent. A lot of this shit sounds generic.
Yeah, the riffs.
But
the riffs are
it
real
still hits me
simple,
just
but
as-
it's great. It's good, simple.
and it hits as hard as I need it to, and I think just like different vocal styles than a lot of the. I mean, different vocals sound than a lot of the street punk bands in that like immediate moment, which it did sound different to me, at least at the time. And like Aaron said, that first song, like the solo, like just how it starts with the solo is just such a like, all right, like fuck yeah, I'm ready to listen to this album. I can understand where maybe he lost some, it lost its
the first two
its drive, and I mean, it just I just their choruses and like just being super anthemic is the thing that like gravitated me towards this whole.
You could sing along the whole album. You could sing along the whole album.
Yeah, and I mean, if not even the whole album, at least the fucking choruses. Like, you see that live. If you had listened to this thing before, you would at least like, throw your fist up once at a show, and like, and I mean, think about the Rise chorus. They won't stop walking all over you. That's very pirate.
What a great fucking.
But that's like my type of chorus. Like fucking that's you know, at least when I go to a show like that, that's what I want to.
I'll say that I'm gonna preface this with why I picked this again is Matt kind of turned me on to this kind of style of punk rock. Like I was like in Dead Kennedys and stuff, but like I think the first Unseen album you showed me was either The Anger and the Truth or Explode, and I was like, oh fuck, like, wow, buddy.
And I mean, yeah, and it's just, I loved it. I loved it. You know, it was one of those bands I found randomly on the car, and then like listened to the album. Like, man, this album's good. There was a lot of bands like where I would pick and choose different songs. Lower Class Brats, like Oi and stuff, took me a long time to really get, but it was still, you know, kind of part of this thing. And as far as like Canada goes for street punk, favorite Canada band, street punk band until Bishop's Green. Once I found out about Bishop's Green, that is
they're actually really good. I agree with that. He showed me that.
I mean,
and they're
a little
really
bit more, little bit more on the like.
It's Coxbar
Oi
very
side,
much.
More on the Oi side, but like, I mean, you know, I don't know. And that was kind of my notes for it. My favorite songs were definitely Rise, Won't Stop Screaming, and Nobody's Father are my favorite songs on that album.
I still say
but
man.
But it was a big one. It was a big one for because it's fuck, man. I listen to that album so much.
It's the era. It's the era.
My brain was still developing. Like I don't know. But and I go back to it, and we actually, my wife and I revisited that album on the drive to St. Louis the other day.
That's in Missouri, like, if you guys don't know.
Oh yeah, it's totally misery.
Just throwing it out there. Wait, all right. Does anybody else have anything to say about Action? I mean, fuck.
That was my thing. Maybe say a few more things for like 2 minutes.
It should have been.
It should have been. I get it. A lot of songs were very long.
It's long. It was good though. I like that same one, the No One Cares song. I wrote that one down. It's like great jammy, melancholic, great solo bridge. Like there's a solo that just rides for. It's just
I feel like there's like a snare thing.
And it's great. I think it's great.
Their drummer was very marching bandy, if I could like say that.
I think that's part of a good street punk band. I feel like you have to be, you know, very war drums, you know.
That's true. That's where the marching band started. Everybody was in war. That's all I have.
You said it. You fucking said it.
I've been watching a lot of Forrest Gump, guys. I'm not gonna lie.
That's not that.
Great movie. That's all I have to say about that.
Feel attacked. That's all I have to say about that.
So I guess in, you know, about like, I don't know, 45 seconds, we're gonna get back into we're gonna go to the next band. Unless Aaron, I feel like you have more to say about this band. I just don't know.
That was really it. Like the thoughts on the music is what I said. I mean, it's not really my thing, but there were definitely some good songs on there, and I feel like for me, it could have been something I really liked if it was the few songs I liked on the 7-inch. As an album, I'm like, it's too much.
And maybe that's why I like it. It's because that's the only thing they've ever done. Like maybe like they're like we'll do one album, one and done.
You know, I'm not the guy. I'm not into street punk, but I'm not the guy that's gonna hate a band just because it's street punk. You know, I'll give it a fair go.
Well, obviously, that's what this is all about. You got to give it a fair go. That's a rule. Everybody, you got to give it a fair go.
What are we talking about?
Just, you know,
same album.
Same album. So I think we're gonna get into the next one.
Yeah, boy.
Oh,
fucking do it.
This is your buddy. So Joey picked the first time. We always do guest first. Joey picked the first time, so he's going last this time. That's just the way the way the cookie.
Fucking lay into me.
All right, here we go.
All right, fucking play the clear. Ewok. Yeah, that's fucking Kid Chrome. That's their 7-inch. I don't even know what to call it. Just a collection of 3 songs. Fucking 3 solid bangers. I like them all. They just, they're 4-chord songs. They're rocking. It's all heart. Fucking,
I heard
I
it's
think there's
one
a drum
guy.
machine on that.
I heard it's one guy.
Yeah, I think it's one guy. I really don't know the logistics of it. I thought they were from Oklahoma, but apparently they're from Seattle.
I think I thought it was a
know.
drum machine, but the more I listened to it, I think it was just triggers.
Yeah. I know they have like a 2016 demo, and it's just all drum machine. And there's a live video where they're playing, and the drummer kind of fucks up. And he's like, "See, I don't need these guys. I just need a fucking drum machine. It would have been better." Like he says something along that line. I think it's fucking hilarious.
That's a dickhead
I think
move.
he's wrong.
Jesus Christ.
I think he's saying it as a joke for sure.
Sure.
Because it sounds obviously,
I hope.
he's playing with the live band, and it's fucking cool. Like I wouldn't, if they were playing and he only had a drum machine, I don't think I would enjoy it. But if he's playing with a full band, that's shit's going.
Nothing wrong with doing that on the recording.
I love that 7-inch so much. The 2016 album one is fine. It's just a little bit longer. Just very, a lot. A fucking drum machine. Still good. Still like it.
When did this come out?
Yeah. I think this is 2000. About the same. 2017.
I thought it was
maybe 18, maybe.
What'd you say, Aaron?
I wrote down 2018.
I think it's not that new, but it's pretty new. I think it is 2018. But yeah, I don't really know too much about him except the shit's simple. It's fucking driven, and I listen to that all the time.
I couldn't find anything else. Is there another place to find more of their music? Because I fucking love this shit.
Nice.
That's this is my fucking jams right now.
And I think
it was
really
really good. I'll say it.
I think
really
I've heard
good.
this band. I'm pretty sure I've heard this band before.
Yeah.
But
yeah, there's similar bands. There's other really popular ones. Getting you to fucking sit down and listen.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's good. I like it. There is, I think on their Bandcamp they have that 2016 EP and other shit, but it's just a little bit different. A lot of the same songs, but just the first demo drum machine versions, and so they don't hit as hard. But still great.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't mind drum machine stuff because
me neither. I like that shit.
Going back to just kind of touching up on my street punk roots and everything. I'm a lot less stubborn than I was when I listened to The Action for the first time. You know what
Agreed.
I mean? So
if someone say, there's not a drummer in that band, I'm not gonna listen to it. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, Keith heard my first pick for the show, and that I mean, is
that actually was pretty. That song was pretty good.
Yeah.
The rest of the album, Whatever. Yeah, I know. I get
good.
it.
But yeah, I mean, can I go ahead on my thoughts on this?
Lay down.
Spit out Kid Chrome.
So it fucking starts off right. Clash guitar, right? Anybody else get that?
I got Devo.
It's just.
So that's my
two
second
chords.
note. After at first when that first guitar came in, and then when the full band came in, I was like, this sounds like old Devo.
Yep.
Right.
Fucking.
It's definitely. Some people call it egg punk, I think.
But the vocals were very cramped.
Yep.
Wow! Just the fucking. I'm having a good time. Fucking.
The kind of shit the kind of shit when I was in a band in Portland, when I was fronting and playing guitar, we were called Bad Eggs, and definitely went for that kind of sound.
Nice.
I fucking loved it. But so yeah, definitely it reminded me of Devo when everybody came in. Probably the drum machine, but just the repetitive guitar bends and kind of this I don't know, kind of techno-y fucking raw, I don't know, thing.
The vocals sold it. I'm gonna tell you guys that
Dude,
right now. The vocals sold it so much.
The vocals are like, like it made it something else. Like it was like something else, but it fit. You know, the vocals were doing something that I think the
very
music
early
wasn't
punk rock
doing.
guitar tone, though.
Right,
I get what you're
right.
saying with the Clash, like that tone.
Very rock and roll. It just
Very
rock and roll, bro.
Very rock and roll.
There was something about it that I wouldn't compare it musically, but it had the same, I don't know, vibe, I guess. That made me think of like the Stooges and like New York Dolls kind of thing.
Yeah.
Proto punk,
rock and roll
in your face.
Fuck yeah. And like, just driving riffs and the aggressive vocals, like just very driving, and fucking the vocals just kind of brought it up an extra notch. Like
I went into it thinking it was one guy too. I'm gonna say that, so that made it way better in my mind.
One man.
But whether it's like drum triggers or drum machine or one man band, it fucking works.
Yeah, no, that was great.
Like, you know,
I fucking honestly hate
cool.
Joey. I hate him. I hate him, guys. I'm gonna say it right now.
Damn, dude.
Because the last two picks have been like objectively, they're the best ones out of anybody's. Like everybody's like,
I don't know.
No
that's really good.
No such thing.
You could hate him. There's some stuff about,
but I don't.
I don't know. What did you hate about it? It's just I think the only thing you can hate about it is
it's too short.
It's short.
I wanted more.
It's simple.
I wanted more. I wanted so much more.
Good criticism.
I was surprised by how much I liked it. I didn't.
And Aaron's the dude. He's the guy who hates everything.
I was like, it was. You know what? It also, what I appreciate about it is kind of the same thing. Totally different band in every regard, but what I said about Man is the Bastard, where I was like, you know, it's kind of weird, but I feel like it's like genuinely weird because it's made by weirdos and it's not someone put it on a facade. Like I feel like this guy's fucking out of his mind. You know what I
mean? Love it.
Absolutely.
I got nothing. I got nothing to say bad about it. Like,
I have nothing bad to say about that band. That's what's fucked. I feel upset. It was to the point, like he said, I don't want to fucking live on this planet anymore.
So do you know where this band's from?
Seattle, I believe is.
Seattle.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Like I was like, because the vocals and stuff, it reminded me of like fucking Teen Generate or like fucking Guitar Wolf or something.
Yeah.
Like just like some.
It's very similar. I like Teen Generate.
I was like, it's like Japanese. It reminded me of like this like Japanese power rock and roll punk shit. Like
for real,
like,
I could see it.
It's vocally, especially. So
definitely works.
And I don't know. I thought it was super cool. Like definitely something I'm gonna add to my library for sure.
Hell yeah!
Wow, that's
one of my
high
notes
regard. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah, that's great. I feel so flattered. I have nothing to do with it.
He's like, I like it a lot, but
I put in my notes, it could exist in any time period, you know, like if you put this in like any movie, you know, it could be, you know, somebody just like fucking around in the 80s, you know, shitty New York, or it could be like a fucking futuristic bullshit landscape, and you're just fucking jamming either way.
True.
It's just like a night.
Yeah. No,
cruising.
Totally.
It doesn't
I don't know
have
where
a
I am
specific
when I'm
time
listening to it.
period labeled to it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Hell yeah.
Aaron hated this band. He's gonna say
Joey's
no, he just said he had nothing bad to say about it.
Aaron
like
this
Joey's
band.
my segment because I mean it was good.
It was
I
really good.
Yeah.
Again, Joey, god damn it.
And again, you know what? This is something I never would have found on my own because it's so outside my typical realm. So
Nice.
Tell him your wife's story.
Good.
That's it's very it really it adds to the album.
I was listening to it and my wife was like in the background, and she was like, "What do you listen to?" And I was like, "Oh, this thing for the podcast or whatever." And she goes, "Do you like it?" I said, "Yeah, I like it. It's really weird.
Yeah, it really
It's weird. It doesn't seem weird to me." And I was just like, "What the fuck?"
right, it's hardly weird.
It's not that weird though, Aaron. Honestly, like you were saying, like, am I weird for not thinking it's weird? It's not that. It's really not that weird.
The
Everything
vocals
about
and
it's like,
everything,
it's-
like,
It's the cramps. That's the vocals.
yeah, I can. The Cramps don't play that fiercely.
Hardly. I don't see the Cramps at all.
The only Cramps comparison I think you can make is the vocals on occasion. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's
Musically, it doesn't sound like the Cramps to me.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair.
I feel it.
So,
but yeah, just those driving, like it's when like it's like garage and rock and roll. They like bleed into this punk realm. Like it's like that's when
garage punk.
It's like that. It's like that perfect. It's that sweet spot. They definitely hit it where it's you know, coming into, you know, punk. You know,
Right.
They're crossing both boards. It's like a bisexual, is what you want to say. They're crossing both. They're crossing both lines. They're just getting in there. They're fucking whatever they want.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's crossover, but not at all.
No, I fucking. There's a lot of good tunes though tonight, man.
Yeah, I liked everything. I haven't disliked anything, you know, in this episode or in the podcast in general yet.
I didn't like Aaron's pick. I'm so sorry.
well, let's wait till
Aaron.
next.
I'm so
Joey,
sorry.
maybe-
I didn't think I was gonna like Aaron's pick. You know, I knew of those bands, you know, and I just knew, you know,
I'm
their
so
power
sorry.
violence, you know, give or take it or leave it. You know, I've seen so many just power violence bands just, you know, all over all the time. They're always there.
But those are
and
the-
I always take them for granted. So
that, like I said before, that split. Yeah, I don't think it's fair to compare it to like a new power violence band because that's OG.
No.
You know what I mean?
it was good. And like Matt, what Matt was saying, you know, when the blast beats and shit came, it just like happens and then you're back to it.
Yeah,
and it happens, but it's almost
very
you almost
sporadic.
catches you off guard. It's not perfectly produced or anything. It's perfect. Like if somebody's like, "Hey, I listen to power violence," I'm gonna be like, "Hey, like listen to this fucking split."
Well,
Yeah.
and I feel like
Yeah.
I feel the
Well,
epitome
it's just
of-
done well. Like whether I like it or not, like it's done really well.
I feel like it
Mhm.
represents the epitome of like four angry kids in their garage and they're just fucking pissed.
Nope.
Right.
I don't feel
I
it.
don't know if they were kids,
And that's why we're
man.
here.
Like
I
Man, they
fucking
fucking-
hate that
I love
shit.
it.
Motherfuckers. Those guys.
they went from 4-4. They went from 4-4 time signature to like 7/8 and then back down to 3-3 and then like no
I can't
way
count.
those, you know.
I've tried to
There's
count.
no
It
way.
doesn't work out. Yo, Bad Religion though. I'm gonna say they change time to signatures too. That's all I'm
Not
saying.
Sure.
really.
Oh yeah, they do. What do you mean not really?
They
Who
do.
said
They
that?
definitely
Not
do.
usually. They do.
Have you ever heard Against the Generator? That I specifically
Yeah.
was like listening to
Wow.
that, and I was like, whoa, that's pretty crazy.
They do that for like one measure. And
Yeah,
then the rest is
That's what
like-
makes
still
it
changes
crazy.
song. That's
That's
still-
what makes it crazy.
Selective.
Yeah, I guess so.
Joey loves the Ninja Turtles. I'm gonna
That's
say
funny.
that right now. His favorite Ninja Turtle is Leonardo. Tell him why.
You tell me.
Well, I don't know. So this is kind of how. All right, so we're getting to the end of the episode here. I feel like we need to talk about the next one. We had our first guest star. Thanks again, Matt. Thanks again for coming on.
So can I just
yeah.
say, like, I had a fucking real good time. I want to come back, like, you
Oh, yeah.
know. I mean,
Yeah.
I like
Nice.
what you guys are doing, and it's been a lot of fun, and I think it's just gonna get more fun and more interesting and more like fucking. It's great. It's
When David Lee Roth
yeah.
comes
It's
on,
cool,
it's
and,
gonna be an insane time.
yeah. Once we like start like. I don't know. I'm curious to see how broad this punk spectrum is going to go. It already has kind of hit some points, but You know, after
ready.
Wait,
yeah, man.
Wait, do we know your pick for the next one, don't we, Aaron?
Yeah.
What is it?
What's
I
a
don't think I put mine.
preview? Because we talked about the preview of the next, the last one, blah 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 blah.
Oh, the Swarm, aka Knee Deep in the Dead.
Knee Deep in the Dead. I've never heard this. I'm gonna say that right now.
It's members of Left 4 Dead and after it, I believe.
Ooh! Straight edge
Nice.
hardcore in your face. X's for days. What do we don't know Joey's yet. It's a mystery. He's gonna pick after this fucking show
I'll figure it out.
because
That's the way I do it, baby.
that's the way he does it. What I'm going with the Global Threat, and it's a weird album. I'm going with the last album that they put out. I'm going with it.
Nothing weird about that.
I'm excited.
From them though, you got to admit every release sounds a little different. It's a little there's something weird.
Don't drop the T on it yet. Save it.
We're not dropping no T's. We don't drop.
So if you guys wouldn't mind, you mind if I plug my new band I just joined?
No, go for it, bro.
Please.
You're in a band?
Yeah. So I'm in Indianapolis. I just joined this band called Wet Denim. I'm super stoked. They haven't been a band very long. Less than a year. Wet Denim. Less than a year.
Denim.
I'll add some music into the.
We're gonna hashtag that on Instagram for everyone, so everybody can see that shit.
We'll tag it or something.
Do it. But yeah, my first show is this Thursday at State Street Pub. In Indy, I've started playing bass for him. I'm just super excited, to find
nice
a good band out of Indy. And I'm playing bass again, which is what I started out with. It's what I played bass with Keith back in the day.
Okay.
I haven't played bass in a band, but yeah, sorry. I just wanted to plug again. Fucking Wet Denim Indy. Yeah.
Hey, if you're in Indiana, go see Wet Denim.
Yo,
yeah,
if you're in fucking Indiana at all, I would. We used to have to drive 3 hours.
We got 7 shows coming up between now and August 5th. We have 7 shows.
That's a lot of shows.
That's a fucking lot of shows. I didn't book a single one. There's a lot of them.
He's like, I didn't do anything, but guess what?
No, but I'm in the band now. So, but no, I just officially gotten
Get the word out.
I'm just super excited about it, and
as you should
I'm gonna come down to. We're gonna come down to. They were just in Atlanta recently, but I'm gonna go see Aaron in person for sure.
Yeah, let me know.
Right. All right, now we're
no Nazis on a podcast, please.
Jesus.